Hello, today we are going to discuss income from salary. As you all know, the income of an individual is divided in 5 heads, or there are 5 heads of income. First is income from salary, second is income from house property, third is profits and gains from business or profession, fourth is capital gains, and fifth is income from other sources. As you know, the first head is income from salary. So today we will discuss, or I will be giving you a brief introduction of income from salary. What do you mean by salary? Any remuneration or compensation or wages given by the employer to the employee for rendering services. मतलब जब दो लोगों के बीच में मालिक और नौकर का रिश्ता होता है और या एम्प्लॉयर एंड एम्प्लॉय का रिश्ता होता है और जो भी अमाउंट एम्प्लॉयर एम्प्लॉय को देता है वो सब सैलरी में इंक्लूड होता है, या अमाउंट कहिए या फिर कोई परक्विजिट्स देता है या कोई कॉम्पेंसेशन देता है या कुछ बोनस देता है, all that comes in salary. So basically salary is covered under section 15, 16 and 17 of the Income Tax Act. Now, as first thing that you have to keep in mind is that the relationship between employer and employee is necessary. Second thing which you have to keep in mind is the place of accrual. If a person has rendered services in India and if he is receiving salary outside India, still it will be treated as income arised from India. And in few cases where a person is a government employee and he is rendering services for the government outside India, so in that situation any perquisites, any allowances received by that person outside India will be tax free. The next thing which you have to know is what is the meaning of tax free salary. Tax free salary is the salary in which the employer bears the taxes. Means the employer is giving salary as well as the employer is paying the taxes, and that amount of tax will be included in his salary, and that is tax free salary. The salary becomes taxable on due basis or received basis, whichever is earlier. We will discuss about it later on. Salary includes, as per section 15, salary includes any salary due from an employer or former employer to an assessee in the previous year, whether paid in that previous year or not. Second, any salary paid or allowed to him in the previous year by or on behalf of an employer, though not due in that previous year or before it became due to him. Or any arrears of salary paid to him or allowed to him in the previous year by or on behalf of the employer or former employer if not charged to income tax in the earlier previous years. It means arrears of salaries received or advance salary or actual salary. Everything is taxable under section 15. Basically, when we talk about salary, we will be covering the salary in 3 parts. That is, we will be covering all the allowances, whether they are tax-free or taxable. We will be covering perquisites and we will be covering the retirement benefits. These will be the 3 things which we will cover. Now, when we talk of salary, there is one situation where salary is paid in grade. So, how that is calculated? Suppose a person is said to be said that he is receiving salary in the grade of 12,000 300 15,000. So in this situation, suppose he has resumed his duties from 1st of May 2011. So on 1st May 2011, his salary is rupees 12,000 per month on 1st May 2011. Then on 1st May 2012, his salary will be 12,300 per month. So in this way, every year he will get an increment of rupees 300 till he receives rupees 15,000 per month. Then there will be further upgradation in his salary. Salary, as I said, it makes a difference if the salary is due on the last day of the same month, or if it is due on the first day of the next month. If it is due on the last day of the same month, then we have to compute the salary from the month of April to March. But if it becomes due on the on the first day of the next month, then we compute the salary from the month of March to February. Are you getting the difference? See, if the salary becomes due on the last day of the same month, then for the month of April, he will get the salary on 30th April. And for the month of May, he will get it on 31st May. So this way, it will be the proper 12 months from April to March. But if the salary becomes due on the first of the next month, then the previous year's March month's salary he will be receiving in the month of April, and in the same way the salary of the month of February he will be receiving in the month of March. So these are the few things which you have to keep in mind while calculating the salary. Now what does salary include? Salary includes basic salary or wages, then dearness allowance, then any compensation, commission, bonus, all taxable allowances, all taxable purposes, and retirement benefits if any. And from salary, basically 3 deductions are allowed. First is standard deduction, that is given under section 16, subsection 1A. Then is second is entertainment allowance, section 16(2). Then third is your professional tax paid, section 16(3). So these are the 3 deductions which are given from the income of salary. Standard deduction has been inserted for the assessment year 1920 itself, and the amount of standard deduction is rupees 40,000. Earlier also there was a provision of standard deduction, but then it was removed, and now it has been reinserted. So for the time being, we will have just discussed the introduction of salary. From the next video, I will be covering the topics related to allowances, the various allowances, which are the tax-free allowances, taxable allowances. Then after that, I will be covering the topics related to perquisites. So kindly like, share and comment on my channel.